When you are riding and GPS says turn left, but your gut says keep going straight, what do you listen to in this situation? This isn't about just maps, this is about life, about trust, about instincts. Ride Smart series is not just about bikes, but it's about mindset. This episode is about the difference between trusting your map and trusting your gut, both on the road and in the life. I'll give you a real life example. You know, when I was actually riding my Dominar 400, I was literally following a GPS prompt and I literally ended up somewhere. I have no idea. And every time I felt like in my gut, I am taking a wrong direction, I am going in the wrong road or whatever, and it ended up in traffic or broken roads or wrong routes. Sometimes I just no maps, nothing, just ride, and it also led to more scenic, powerful, peaceful spots. So then I have just realized then I should not you know listen to the GPS blindly, because the greatest example is, if you check out my YouTube channel, there is a Lost in Bangalore video. Kindly check it out, you will understand. I was just listening to the GPS prompts and literally I ended up wrong ways. So even though my gut was saying I was going wrong, going wrong, going wrong. So yeah, sometimes it happens, right? So sometimes we need to listen to our gut, not just following. Same thing happens in life as well, bro. Like the world gives us a GPS like school, college, job, marriage, retirement. But our gut sometimes says like wait, pause, take a moment, maybe take this unknown route, build something meaningful. I'll share my personal experience here. I followed the GPS route for so long. I have did everything to become doctor, and then I felt like I took a wrong path, or I did not feel the fulfillment to its extent, because I am actually grateful for the experience and everything for sure, but I felt like there is something missing. There is something more I can do by becoming a doctor, as well as doing something else as well on something like that. So what I did was I just took some break from my professional career and started exploring all the options that the world in 2025 presents. When I started to take some time and listen to my gut, that's when I started to do all these things like podcasts, YouTube, everything. And of course, by the time I am recording, I only have like what, 10 followers in Spotify, and in few other followers in all other major podcasts. But I have reached, you know, globally in early stages as well, that people are really looking forward to listen to different perspectives, not just the traditional lanes. And since my life is full of adventures, which I already know from the beginning of time, that is the reason why, I mean, if I look at my family dynamics, nobody chose the medical field. That's the first adventure. Let's start there. So I became the first doctor in the whole family setup, and then now I am diverging, or I'm just took a break from medical field to explore other options as well. I did not leave it permanently. I just took a little bit, different kind of a route to also explore other options, because let's just be real, guys. How many people can we save in a single 24 hours? Maybe one, two, maximum three. That's all right. But with this podcast or YouTube or everything, I can share my knowledge here, and because of that, I can really make a good impact in people's life who are in a confused state whether they want to go for this or that, or you know they can get some sort of inputs from my thoughts and my suggestions that it might help them to make their decision much clearer. I mean, it's not entirely supposed to make things easier or anything, because everyone's life is not same. I will not suggest anybody or anything to completely follow me or take the routes that I am taking, because trust me, guys, everyone's life is different. Everyone's path is different, but we might end up at the same destination. But the path we choose and travel is absolutely unique to each and every other person. So I just wanna share my unique perspective here. That's all it is. So yes, so you know, your gut isn't a magic, it's a memory plus emotion. It gets stronger the more you use it. That's what I feel. Sometimes I ride solo, not really sometimes, most of the time, but yeah. I don't use any GPS, nothing. I just take my Dominar 400, and wherever I feel like I need to go, I just ride. That's it, and then come back to my home exactly in the same direction. And I'll give an example. Uh, this morning, I was just wanna go out. I don't know where, how. So I just took the highway. I was just going and cruising in the regular highway. Okay. And then out of a sudden, I just noticed there was a left direction that comes. I never noticed in that same highway. I was going every day, every single day, but I never noticed this road. And I was curious to find out what is there. And you know what? I just went there. I took the left and I went. It was completely off road for like a few kilometers. And then it just connected to a different highway. It's kind of a shortcut, it's full of off road. And I literally had fun riding my Dominar 400 in the off road. I just stood up and I was saddling, and also it was very fun. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes we really think we took a very bad decision or wrong decision just because we took non traditional routes. But it was completely off road, but I was enjoying it. It all applies in life as well. But I still ended up in a different highway, and that ended up in the same highway later on. But that's how life also moves on. That's what I believe. Just because someone is going through something and someone is taking different routes, that doesn't mean they will fail in life. That only says that they have courage to go through whatever they want to go through, experience in a different way, and they can also come back and be better than rest of the people who took traditional routes. That's all I'm trying to say. So since, see, my life is crazy adventure in every phase of my life, I can say that. for sure, because every decision I make, everything I choose, it's a kind of a craziest adventures for me personally. So I like that way. And luckily, or by God's grace, we can say, I always end up in a good direction. No matter what unknown roads I take, in the end, I always ended up in a good and better direction than ever. That I can say. So that's why sometimes, you have to listen to your gut. And I believe, not sometimes, but every time you listen to your gut, your life will be more meaningful and more purposeful. You will be very, very happy. So that's why in life, make small decisions based on how you feel without asking anyone. That's how you can develop your inner compass. It, like, that gut feeling gets sharper and sharper the more you use it. So you can train it like that. That gives a different unique perspectives to life, and explore it in a different way, because there is nothing wrong with traditional methods, but I don't want to judge it. It's just not for everyone. That's all I'm saying. These traditional methods are everything. Like, if we look at successful people or people who are very happy, they don't follow traditional ways, because life keeps changing at a rapid pace every now and then. So that's what I'm gonna say. Like, trust your gut more than the map, because the map shows you the road, but gut tells you who you are, and that makes you a unique person, and that adds so much of value for you as a person. So yeah, that's my take here on this episode of GPS versus gut feeling. Guys, for people who don't really understand, I just want to show it, like, who is really in control. I want everybody to understand this is a metaphor. If anybody is not understanding, for those people, this is a metaphor. What I am really trying to say is to trust yourself more than anything else. That's all. So, yes, next episode will drop on next Saturday, 6 p.m. Until then, take care, ride smart.